Hello, Jimmy Jam Oracle. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to do a Foodie Beauty Tarot card reading. I think we're going to go ahead and do a Celtic cross. Oh no. I'm over here just shuffling. And what's going on with Foodie Beauty right now? Not too sure. I know she's not handling the rolling blackouts very well. That was the last thing I heard. I caught some parts of that live stream. She ate McDonald's, shocker. Yeah, not much is going on with the Gorls right now, but let's see if the cards can let us know. The spirits, oh, I forgot. Remember, we welcome the spirits, just like I welcome you to this reading today. And give a good knock to the deck. And we ask the spirits to help us out with this reading. Ask them if there's any tea coming our way. Any interesting news or upcoming things. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so we start with the first card. This card is supposed to represent Chantal, or how she is in her current position. What do we have? We have the King of Pentacles. Oh, we have the coin. Coin is usually financial, but let's read the card. It says wealth, business, leadership, security, discipline, abundance, prosperity, and generosity. Okay, these are things, a lot of these things we wouldn't describe for Chantal, especially the wealth and the generosity. We do have abundance. Abundance and prosperity. Maybe the only thing I could think of is maybe the mukbangs are someone's like paying for those, or maybe it's the merch. Because remember, in my last reading, it did indicate that the merch was bringing her extra cash, extra coin, and she was using that to fund something, or going to fund something. Oh, did I move? Yeah, I did. All right, so that might be what that's referring to. It might actually be people like buying up the merch, and she might actually be honest about that. It might be bringing her some coins, so maybe that's what the card is representing right now. All right, so then we have the second card. So this is immediate influences. Oh, it's the obstacle card. Sorry, I have my guidebook out. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups. The obstacle card. Let's just turn it like this so we can read it. It's reversed. It says self-love, disharmony, distrust, breakups, imbalance, tension, broken communication. Okay, and especially the breakup. Because I predicted on here before that their relationship wasn't going to last. So I just wonder if that's between her and Salah, that breakup. It does calls for imbalance, which I know there's a financial imbalance between the two because the cards have indicated that before. They'll say like working parent, or like it would just imply that she's like the sole income of the household, and I really do believe that. And that might be, like the disharmony, even the distrust too. I don't think they trust each other, which may lead to the breakup, but definitely that's in Chantal's way right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the third card. It's the Goal or Destiny card, but it also can be a card that just tells us what she's thinking about right now, because it sits at the crown. Ooh, more pentacles. So we have the Five of Pentacles. It's reversed. It says recovery from financial loss, spiritual poverty, charity, and improvements. Okay, because she did say that she is paying off her debt from Canada, and that might be true because it's saying recovery from financial loss. So, or maybe the financial loss is maybe the generosity, the charity it talks about. We have to think about how Chantal views charity and generosity. Her taking care of a partner in the household, she would consider that to be charity or generosity. So, like, that could be what this is implying, is that this is how she feels about the situation. And the recovery from a financial loss of like taking care of someone could be, you could recover from a breakup. You know, if you're just not taking care of that person anymore, then you're not paying for them. All right, so it also could be a hope as well. The recovery from financial loss as well. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to the fourth card. We have distant past foundation. Okay, so this is supposed to describe a person or a place that's happened like a long time ago. Usually the card can give us a clue about what it was. It's the Seven of Cups. It's reversed. It's alignment, personal values, overwhelmed by choices, lack of purpose, fantasy, illusion, diversion, confusion. This could literally be just about any time of her life, I think. And it's funny that it talks about alignment, whereas like we have disharmony up here. And was it disharmony? Imbalance. Yeah, it was disharmony and imbalance. So like it's saying before she was aligned, like if things were balanced out. It does say overwhelmed by choices or the lack of purpose. Maybe this was after BB, when it seemed like she was dating a lot. Maybe that's the overwhelmed by choices, or even like the lack of purpose, like just going, you know, on dates and doesn't, you know, maybe she didn't feel like she was going in a particular direction. But that is somehow influencing what's going on currently with her. Maybe it was a time where she did have like this abundance before. Or maybe the money, no, because this would have been her most like financially successful part of her channel. So I'm not sure what that's referring to. If you guys have any clues, you can let me know, because I haven't been watching her for that long. All right, so now we have was it the sixth card? No, the fifth card. It's the recent past event. So it's another event or a person describing an event, but this one should be much more recent than this. So it says teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, building something. Okay, so definitely meeting Salah. I think this is the more recent event that's influencing her current situation. It's her relationship. So it says teamwork, collaboration, even building something. She built a whole new channel based off their relationship, the couples channel. And again, this is the Three of Pentacles when we're talking about coin. So like I've mentioned before in these readings, that sometimes when their relation comes up, there's a lot of coins involved, lots of pentacles, because I do believe their relationship, at least in part, is financially driven. Boop. All right, let's move on to the next card. It is the Future Influence card. So again, can be a person or it can describe an event, but this is going, it's the World. It's a good one. What do we have? We have completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, and arriving. All right, so it does talk. So again, whenever I ask the spirits about Chantal's future, I get movement. It talks about movement, and this movement, it literally says travel and even arriving. So like the spirits keep saying that, yeah, no, she's going somewhere. She's going to be moving. But where? But I honestly hope she goes back to Canada, because that's where her free health care is, and that's where she's going to get the most help. But it does talk about fulfillment as well. I mean, people keep saying, yep, she's going to end up going back, you know, and that could be it too. Like people, like, just the collective mind like driving this this wish, this fulfillment that's going to happen. Okay, and then also I'd like to point out that the world sometimes comes out in the girls read, the Gorls, because see the circle right here, their cycle, they're going through a cycle. So this also I think is supposed to imply that the cycle continues. And right now, if you watch a channel called Sansa Cooks, she breaks down like Foodie's cycle and like the macros for everything that she eats. It's a really good channel. You should check her out. She talks about how right now Foodie is in the like I don't give an F stage of her cycle. And again, this is called completion. So a completion of a cycle. So I just wonder if she's going to have any health things come up, or even relationship things like. But something usually drastic happens that gets her back into the healthy eating arc. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on to the 7th card. Yep. So this is a card for the questioner, about the questioner. It could be how she feels currently about the situation or action she has to take. Oh, I want you to be able to see it. Okay, there you go. Oh, it's funny. It's the 7 up here, and it's the 7th card. It's the Chariot. It's upright. It says movement. Again, movement, progress, action, integration, determination, willpower, control, direction, departure, and courage. So here we have departure and arriving. So this is in the future tense, and then this is just again like present. It's more present. So that's really funny. Again, we have another like movement card. And then it also talks about control, which that's something I usually get with her readings as well. Sometimes you'll get it in more than once. It does say leadership in the first card. Maybe that's what it was referring to. There's another word for control, like controlling the situation, controlling the narrative. But definitely the departure part, like again the movement. Remember, it's a chariot. You know, people go places in chariots. Well, not anymore, but back in the day they did. Okay, so now we have the 8th card. It's environmental fact. So it's an outside influence card. So this is how Chantal is being viewed, either by reaction channels or just by her own abusers, even by her own family, or some sort of outside event that's going to happen. It's the 8 of Cups. Lots of cups today as well. It's reverse is trying one more time, indecision, aimless drifting, avoidance, fear of change, fear of loss. Okay, this is interesting because if you guys have been watching my past reads, indecision, or like the failure to make a decision, has also been coming up a lot. And it shows up whenever we bring up like outside influence, or it shows up as like as like a different card representing someone else. So there's someone else around Chantal that needs to make a decision. Don't know what the decision is, but they have to make this decision and they keep putting it off. So I don't know if it's Salah who needs to make the decision or if it's someone else that's close by to her. But they need to make a decision that is going to affect her. And it's a big one because it keeps coming up in these reads. So even like the trying one more time is like coming up for me, because if it's Salah, the trying one more time, maybe trying one more time to get the relationship to work. But maybe that's the block here, the breakup, the imbalance, the tension is causing that obstacle. All right, let's continue to the 9th card. It's the inner emotions. So this could be fears. It could be a secret wish. So it's a lot like this card, but it's sitting more at the back of her mind versus at the crown. We have the Page of Cups, another cup. It's upright. It says creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, possibility, happy, surprise, dreamer, sensitivity, and new love. Okay. Now, could the new love be a secret wish for Foodie? I don't know why, but like this card gives me a feeling of like wishing for like a happy ending. You know what I mean? Like even like the creative opportunities, like for her channel, like I do believe she wishes like things would just fall into her lap, and then she could just use that for content, like instead of actually creating like really good content and like getting out there and doing things. Even says like happy surprise. So like I just said, like the drop in the lap of like hoping that something just like comes up, then she can use that. Even implies dreamer. So yeah, like I feel like this is just a fantasy that she has, like that secret wish. Even like the new love. So like if things aren't going well with Salah, that's being implied. And I do think he is a part of like what's going on here. Otherwise, I don't think he would show up, because I've gotten this card before, the Three of Pentacles, for the relationship before. So I do think, you know, she does secretly wish for a new love, or like a greater love. All right, so then we have the 10th card. It is the outcome card, everyone's favorite card. Let's flip it, see what we get. We got the King of Cups. All right, he's upright. It says emotionally balanced, compassion, diplomatic, control, balance, supportive leader, tolerant, and empathetic. Empathetic. You empathetic? No. Empathic. Okay, sorry about that. So it's funny, we have balance. And then here, again, there was balance somewhere. Well, we had alignment. Maybe that's what I was thinking. We have imbalance here. So again, something is like teetering back and forth. Like something's not, you know, going well. Something feels off, and she feels it too. I think that's why it keeps coming up. Because even it talks about like alignment here. I think she felt in the past like something was going good for her, something was balanced, and like she felt good, and like everything felt right. And then right now she has this feeling of imbalance, like things aren't right. And I think maybe she finds that balance again. It looks like it does talk about control once more, which we've had control. We have discipline over here, and then control in the Chariot. That's what it was. You can't see the Chariot, so I'm gonna just show it to you real quick. Control in the Chariot. So I think control is something she often looks for. Whether I don't know if it's more towards a relationship or more towards her eating, but definitely like she looks for control. Because I really think that's what this card is about. It's about the balance and the control, and it seems like she finds it. But I was gonna make this a shorter video today, but I'm really curious about this balance. So let's ask the spirits real quick. This is a little 3-card read for the cards. Spirits, can you tell us more about this King of Cups? This balance that Chantal seeks. Alright, I feel good about that. What do we have? We have the Hanged Man. He is reversed. We have the King of Swords. Then we have the 9 of Cups, more cups. All right, so the Hangman is reversed. It says delays, standstill, resistance, stalling, indecision. Again, we have indecision and delays and lack of control. So, yeah. But it just really drives in that point. So we go back to when I said that there was a decision in Chantal's life that needs to be made. Something someone else has to make. Yeah, indecision. Right here. Indecision, avoidance. And then here we have resistance, a standstill, delays. And we have lack of control. So funny, like control and delays keep coming up. So maybe the lack of control is the control over the situation she's in where someone's having to make this decision for her. Because that, you know, if someone else is controlling some part of your life, then yeah, you don't have any control. So then we have the King of Swords upright. He says head over heart, disciplined, truthful, honest, mental clarity, and authority. Okay, so maybe it's someone of some sort of authority figure that has Chantal in this bind. And I think I've gotten that before, where it was some sort of authority figure. Like, does this have anything to do with her visa? Or does it have to do more with Salah's family? I don't know, but it's definitely someone outside of Chantal making decisions for her. Or having to make like one big decision for her. Because as big as the King of Swords feels, I don't really get the feeling that it's Salah anymore. But it could be like a hierarchy in his family, like his father, or even government related. Then we have the Nine of Cups. It says wish come true, contentment, satisfaction, emotional stability, luxury, and gratitude. So again, we have this happy ending. And the only thing I could think of wish come true is Chantal goes back to Canada. Because that would be like our collective wish. And to be honest, the way she's been talking lately about missing home, about, oh, well, if you guys pay for it, I'll go to Canada right now. Like that wish come true. Being fulfilled, you know. Yeah. So it looks like Chantal's in for a happy ending. At least until she gets to Canada. And then I'm sure she'll find some other misery. Or some problems might come up. I don't know. Well, let's just get her to Canada first, you guys. And then we can figure out the rest from there. Alright, so real quick before everyone clicks off, although I'm pretty sure most of you have already. That's okay. I do an intuition pull. So this is a card just for you. Go ahead and think of a person, a situation you're in, or a question you might have. And maybe the card I pull out will guide you in the right direction. Or will bring some clarity to your current situation. Feeling good about this guy right here. This flip. Oh, it's the Wheel of Fortune. It's reversed though. It says bad luck, no control, resistance to change, breaking cycles, a negative phase. Okay, that seems a little bit of a negative Nancy here. Maybe you're running into some bad luck. It feels like you're out of control. It does say breaking cycles, and breaking cycles does not necessarily have to be a bad thing. I mean, look at Chantal and Amber. Breaking cycles would probably save their life. So don't think too negatively about it, just because, you know, maybe the card is just bringing it up, you know, like maybe you're running into a rough patch right now, but you know what about rough patches? They don't last forever. So just hang in there, ride the wave, and I'm sure you will find your happy ending as well. Remember, we thank the spirits for joining us today, and I thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a great day.